Hello everyone, I'm glad to have you here today, and I thought I'll do something a little different today since I've never done this really before. I'm going to draw along with you if you want, or you can just watch me drawing, and I'm going to do this as a usual thing on my channel from now on. I hope so, at least. And today what we're gonna do is do some naive art. So if you guys know what naive art is, and even if you don't, I'm just gonna explain it right now. It's a type of art where it kind of reminds, in some cases, children's art. It's not 100% accurate to reality, and it has sort of a vibe that I really like, most of it, so I thought that experimenting with it today together with you will be a good idea. I have my sketchbook here, I have some of my pencils. I actually thought I'll use the smaller set today. I have these ones. I think I've had them for a while now. They're Credo color, and I really like the set. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. This idea I had because I just got a new book, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. So this is a new book I got. It's not in English since it's not my home language, but it's a really cool book. You can probably find it in English too. It's by Chika Miyata, I'm pretty sure. And it's about how to draw animals. Now, her style of drawing is a style that I really like because it's kind of, just like I said, naive and, fun. I really like the way she draws. I think it has a lot of soul in it, and I thought that trying to draw in kind of a similar style today, especially animals, can be very fun. I discovered this book when I was in my friend's house, and I remember drawing the penguin specifically in one of my sketchbooks, so I thought I'll do it again today. Maybe we'll draw some penguins, maybe we'll do something else, but we're gonna start with the penguins since I really like penguins. And we'll talk a little bit about why I think a naive art is so important, especially today. I really like penguins. I think my favorite is one of the smaller ones that look like that. I'm not sure which specific one, because I'm not that fluent in penguin terms, but I like the smaller ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and open my sketchbook. Alright, so as you can see, I already have some animal drawings here, because I already started this page a while ago. So we have the penguins over here. I'm going to try and draw this one. It's called a white-eared penguin. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but I'm going to go ahead and try to draw this one. And then we'll try to see if it takes us other places. So I'm just going to put the book beside me and look at the guide. If you like naive drawing, or if you like drawing animals or stuff like that in general, I highly recommend this book. It's really cool, and I like it a lot. So I'm just setting the book aside here, and I'm gonna pick up the black, because it's a penguin and everything, and we'll just start with the head. So the reason I'm doing this right now, as I planned on doing, is basically because I recently noticed just how much people are afraid to start new things and experiment in life, since a lot of the cultural stuff that's happening right now in social media and in real life and everything, people are kind of afraid to try, and especially afraid of being seen trying, I guess. A lot of people have this facade of, or want to keep a facade of, um, somebody that already has everything figured out in their lives, which is logical in some place, since people have started to think that trying new things or not being 100% perfect at something that you do is embarrassing, which I personally don't really understand, but I guess it's a human thing. I mean, I'm definitely not immune to that, and I think it's perfectly natural, but also it's important for us to find the places where it becomes harmful, because nobody's perfect. Um, and I know people have been saying it for a while, and it became kind of like a cliche, but it's really true. Nobody's like born knowing every single skill on earth, and everybody that has a skill in life has to develop it at some point. You're not born like an artist, you have to work for it. You're not born a musician. You're not born like knowing how to do all those things perfectly. You have to try and you have to learn. You are born with the passion to do so, though, in my opinion. So, some people that are now very interested in art maybe were born with the desire to do art, is what I'm saying. So, the fact that people are afraid to try and let go of all that stereotyping, I guess, around trying new things and finding new things that make you happy, it's just harmful to yourself and to other people, because when you maintain that image of normalcy, I guess, in a place where it's not supposed to be that way, I mean, humanity is not perfect. You're harming yourself and also others often. I'm gonna move on to the next penguin. I'm gonna try to read its name. Humbled it penguin? I'm guessing that's the name of the penguin. It's one of the smaller ones, so I'm just gonna draw it right beside this penguin. Alright. Same head. I'm gonna draw the beak a little bit longer since that's how it seems to be in nature. I'm gonna draw the wing a little bit like that. And a little chubby. There we go. It also has black legs. Here. Doing things like this, letting yourself like draw without thinking about it too much, like especially if you have a guide, it's a lot different than what I'm used to, and a lot of people aren't used to it. Since I felt like when I first saw this book, I was like, I don't need a guide. I already know how to draw. Which, for me, was wrong, since I don't need this guide to know how to draw, but I do need it to let go of what I'm used to when it comes to art. So it gives me a little bit of a safety net. It also gives me a feeling like I can follow rules and I don't have to think too much, which for me is very relaxing, I guess. Um, in this case, it helps me like rewind a little bit. It's not usually what I do when it comes to art, and I guess a lot of other people think the same since it's a pretty popular book. I think having like a sort of guide or routine for naive drawing or art in general, which is not just your usual art, especially if you pursue art as a career. When it's a big part of your life, it's really important to have outlets for different types of art, and especially when it comes to art that is imperfect. In simple words, I think, especially if you're an artist and that's your job, I think having that mind space where you can let go of perfectionism and just draw whatever you feel your heart wants is very important. And I think that's especially important if it's a big part of your life, and it also can help prevent burnouts and stuff like that. I don't have pink. I'm just noticing I don't have pink in my set of pencils, but I do have red, so I think I'm going to just draw with the red very lightly and hope sort of a pink shade comes through. It looks like it's working. There we go, very carefully. Yep, looks like it's fine. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And the eye. There we go. It's pretty cute. I'm not done with it yet. So that's why I think having and practicing naive arts in your free time is very beneficial. And it's not just for people that like art or that pursue art as a career, it's for everybody. And I think art in general should be all the more accessible to everybody, because it's something that can connect people through a lot of different ways, and I think it's very important, especially in this day and age where we're experiencing a little bit of a strange turn in history. So having something to ground us and unite us as humans is extremely important. 2 penguins are done. I don't know which penguin I'm gonna draw next yet. This is the Humboldt penguin. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And this is the white-eared penguin. I'm gonna draw them all facing the same direction because I don't feel like thinking too much right now. So especially for those penguins, oh, came out a little bit chubby, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I'll turn it into a different type of penguin because it looks a little bit more similar to the Adelie penguin. So for that I need red, which here is gonna be pink. Just like I did with the earlier one. So this penguin changed its type of penguin in the middle because I didn't feel like it suited the penguin that was initially supposed to be drawn here. I'm just gonna give it little nails over here. And I'm gonna try and replicate how the wings look. Even if it's not perfect, the point of it is to not be perfect, basically. So I'm gonna try to let myself go of that notion that everything that I draw has to be perfect right now, which is easier said than done. But this penguin is almost done. There we go. Adelie penguin, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So now I'm gonna do, I'm just figuring it out that this penguin's legs came out the wrong color, which is unfortunate, but alright. It is what it is. I'm gonna do chin strap, which is also a type of penguin. I'm gonna put it right over here next to the crocodile. This one has a little bit of a longer face, like a longer beak. You guys let me know what you want to hear about while I draw in those videos. And also if you're drawing along, because I find that sitting down after a very long day with like something less overstimulating is very helpful, especially when I draw. I think it's very relaxing and it helps my nervous system a lot. I have something called sensory processing disorder, which means that I get easily overwhelmed by certain things that affect my nervous system, like my senses. A lot of people also have this disorder, and it makes a lot of the usual daily routines in our life kind of more difficult. So if you also experience that, I hear you. For me, it was very important finding a type of media that I can just play in the background and relax to, which isn't overstimulating. And that's basically what I'm trying to do with these videos. I'm gonna try to create something you can just play in the background or draw along to, relax a little bit. Now we're gonna do the key part of the penguin, the chin strap, right over here, and the eye. Have a little bit like this. Chin strap. There we go. Highlight the wing a little bit. There you go. Alright. Little chubby belly. And a wing. And the ring over here. And has pink legs again. I'm gonna use the red as a pink. A little bit too red, but that's okay. Again, making mistakes in this sort of setting doesn't really matter. Again, the stakes here are pretty low, which is good for me. I'm not planning on basically showing this to anybody. Just planning to do this for myself. Of course, I'm posting this video, but I'm not gonna post it on like social media. Just doing this little penguin exercise for my own enjoyment. They are coming out pretty cute, if I may. I'm looking over at the book once in a while, trying to nail kind of if I got the shape right. Because I think I made a little mistake here. That's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. has a little crown thing, it seems, right over here. Kind of reminds me of the other, I don't remember what it's called, other type of penguin that has this thingy on the side of their head. I'm not sure what the reason is. Well, it's not 100% accurate. This is one of the less accurate ones, but honestly, again, I'm not gonna focus on that too much since that's not the point here. And also, even if it's not 100% accurate, it's pretty good. In my opinion. For the penguin chick, I need a gray, but I don't have gray, so I'm just going to use this black as a gray. I'm going to just draw with it very lightly. And this is going to be the last penguin for today. I thought I'll do a penguin chick since the space I have here is pretty limited. It looks pretty cute. It reminds me of one of my childhood dolls. I have a stuffed animal. I named it Pingu when I was like 3. See, even though I'm making a video about accepting imperfections and like all that stuff, I'm still learning myself, and that's okay. There we go. And he has a little chest pattern right around here. Okay. Yeah, my pencil's getting kind of... I need to sharpen it. That's a penguin chick. Now, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6 penguins today. I'm gonna write down all their names so I remember the next time I open my sketchbook. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Okay, I need to look up the names a second because my spelling is not amazing. Just gonna do that. So this is Adelie penguin. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing these. I'm not doing them justice, because I know a lot of people that love penguins and they might be very mad at me. But it's okay. Adelie penguin. This one was the chin strap. Fjordland, maybe? There's so many types of penguins, wow. If I made a mistake, you're welcome to correct me in the comments. Fjordland. This I'm just gonna write down as penguin chick, because it's not specific. It's inspired by the emperor penguin again, but it's not 100%. And the last one, and my favorite, it's either Humbledort, or, I'm so sorry, I'm probably butchering this, Humbledort, or a black-legged penguin, so I'm just gonna write it down as black-legged. These are all the penguins. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you're welcome to stay. And I'm pretty proud of all the penguins that came out today. If you want to show me what penguin you drew today, or in general, you can DM me, because I have an Instagram. And I guess this is it for today. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. I'll see you in the next video. And for now, goodbye.